Metropolis was submerged in a gray dawn. The skyscrapers reflected the cloud-filled sky, an ominous stillness as if the city itself was holding its breath, waiting for something terrible. Superman, clad in his iconic red and blue armor, hovered above the peak of the Daily Planet building, his deep blue eyes not watching the people hurrying below, but scanning deep into the earth. The tremors were not geological. They carried a biological frequency, a pulse of something sleeping, something more ancient than Krypton's civilization itself. Lex Luthor, in a cold gray suit, stepped into the Hall of Justice with an expression that even the most veteran members of the Justice League had never seen: genuine fear. He carried no weapon, no backup plan for betrayal. In his hand was a crystalline sphere containing data. "I did not create it," Luthor spoke, his voice dry. "I dug it up, but I was wrong. It is not a creature, it is an answer." A hologram from the sphere emerged, showing the DNA structure of Doomsday. It did not resemble any living being. It had no conventional double helix, but a crystalline network resonating with the very fabric of space-time. Each of its cells was a memory machine, having witnessed the birth and death of stars. "This is not genetics," Batman spoke, his voice a low thud beneath the mask. "This is a form of universal programming code." Superman stepped closer. A sharp pain ran down his spine. He had died under this creature's fists once. But the fear this time was different. It was not the fear of death, but the fear of an even more terrifying truth. At the Fortress of Solitude, a bizarre and unprecedented alliance took place. Superman, the last son of Krypton, and Lex Luthor, the man who always craved to be humanity's savior, together decoded the final secret. The Kryptonian crystals resonated with Luthor's sphere, translating a language not of people, but a form of the voice of matter. The story unfolded, tragic and cold as the cosmic void itself. Billions of years ago, before the first Big Bang, another reality existed. There, a race called the Ethel had reached the pinnacle of existence. They no longer had physical bodies. They were pure consciousnesses, able to weave the laws of physics like threads and bend reality to their will. They lived in a perfect paradise, without the concepts of life and death. But their perfection was a cancer to the nascent universe. Every time an Ethel changed an event, no matter how small, they created a paradoxical time branch, a crack in the fabric of reality, threatening to erase all possible existence. Their very existence was a fundamental logical error. Our universe, to be born, first had to heal itself from the chaos they had created. And the universe is not a passive entity. It is a living system, with a self-preservation consciousness at the quantum level. And like any living body, when injured, it creates an immune system. From the very paradoxes and rejected pain, an antibody was born, a child of destruction, a white blood cell of creation. That was Doomsday. It has no name, no consciousness, no soul. It has no hatred nor pleasure in slaughter. It is merely a biological machine with a single directive etched into every atom: seek and eliminate errors, restore order. It plunged into the world of the Ethel and carried out the first genocide, a battle without screams, only the absolute silence of rebalancing. After completing the destruction, it hibernated, becoming a living fossil inside an asteroid, waiting for the next summoning. Every time a being crosses the natural boundary, it awakens. Jor-El's voice echoed from the Fortress AI. It awoke when the destroyer Brainiac collected worlds. It awoke when Darkseid first sought the life equation. And now, it has awoken because of my son. Kal-El, you are the target. Superman froze. All his beliefs about the previous battle with Doomsday collapsed. It was not a monster that killed him out of hatred. It was simply a surgeon excising a tumor. And he, Superman, an alien with the power of a god, a being who could reverse time, was an anomaly, the greatest remaining paradox. His existence was an insult to the cosmic order. The ground beneath Metropolis split open, not with violence, but with a chilling silence. Doomsday emerged, but its shape had changed. The bone protrusions were no longer rough. They looked like jet-black crystals absorbing all surrounding light. Its eyes were no longer blazing red with rage, but two deep pits of nothingness, reflecting the very meaninglessness of death. Each step it took did not destroy the ground, but made everything around lose meaning. Grass and trees withered not from lack of water, but because they forgot they needed to live. The battle began, but it was no longer a contest of strength. Every punch Superman threw, no matter how powerful, could not injure Doomsday's body. not because it was too hard, but because Superman's fist, upon touching it, lost the concept of impact force. Conversely, Doomsday's every attack did not break bones, but acted like a siphon, draining the opponent's will, hope, and ideals. It was attacking the very definition of Superman. "I am not an error," Superman roared. But even he heard the weakness in his own voice. He was trying to defend his existence, but he could not use his fists to prove a truth. In a moment of despair, he remembered the device Luthor had given, the quantum neural resonator. A mad gamble. It would connect his mind to Doomsday's memory network. Batman had warned that a human mind would shatter in a billionth of a second facing that eternity, but Superman was not human, and this was the only chance. He activated the device. The surrounding reality dissolved. Superman was no longer himself. He was Doomsday. He experienced every death, the sensation of being torn apart into atoms by an Ethel in a five-dimensional space, the sensation of being hurled into the core of an exploding sun by a race of mad machines. He died and was reborn millions of times, in agonies no words could describe. Each time he resurrected, his body was reprogrammed by the universe to be stronger, but also more solitary. No purpose, no reward, no hope, only endless service to a blind and indifferent order. Superman screamed inside the monster's mind, but not from pain. He screamed from empathy. He saw a cosmic child, cursed by its own creator, forced to be a killing machine, never allowed to know the light of life. Doomsday was never the destroyer. It was the ultimate victim. When he opened his eyes, Superman was kneeling, face to face with death. Doomsday had raised its fist, the thing that would not kill him, but would erase him from the timeline. Its breath was the stillness of the void. But Superman did not resist. He slowly stood up, his eyes no longer bearing the demeanor of a warrior, but of a friend. He looked directly into the two infinite black holes of Doomsday. "I understand now," Superman said, his voice strangely warm. "You are so lonely, aren't you?" For the first time, Doomsday's fist trembled. A seismic event occurred within its very structure. A cosmic directive was colliding with something strange, something it had absorbed from Superman through the mind link: compassion. "You call me an error because I break the rules," Superman continued, taking another step. "But it is the choice to do good, the choice to love and hope despite knowing the universe's meaninglessness, that defines us. That is not a bug. That is a miracle. And you can choose too, just like me. I cannot choose." Doomsday's voice resonated not from its mouth, but like a metallic echo from the surrounding space itself. This was the first time in billions of years it had communicated. "I am law." "No," Superman placed his hand on the creature's trembling, jagged fist. "You are a living being, and I forgive you." Those three words, "I forgive you," did what all the power in the universe could not. They shattered Doomsday's foundational source code. Forgiveness does not exist in the logic of the universe. The universe only knows cause and effect, action and reaction. Forgiveness is a pure creation of the soul, the most beautiful error. Doomsday looked up at the sky, as if seeing it for the first time. Its body began to crack. But from the cracks came not darkness, but a pure light, warm like the sun. It realized the final truth. Its billions of years-long mission was not to protect life by destroying errors. That mission was a misunderstanding. Itself, as the ultimate destroyer, was the greatest error that needed to be corrected. True life lies in chaos, in choices, in love, in things that are illogical. And to protect that life, the universe did not need a destroyer. It needed to be free. Doomsday made the first and only choice of its existence. It was the choice to self-destruct. There was no explosion. Doomsday's colossal body dissolved into millions of photon particles, like a reverse meteor shower, flying back into the universe. The devastated lands around Metropolis were not only revived, but bloomed with species of flowers that had never existed on Earth. The gray sky dispersed, giving way to the most brilliant sunshine the city had ever seen. It was the final gift of a being that had never truly lived, an apology sent to creation. Superman stood there, alone, amidst the newly bloomed field of flowers. He had won, but this was not a victory of fists, not the victory of a hero over a villain. This was the victory of understanding. He had not defeated Doomsday. He had set it free. Lex Luthor, observing from afar through a screen, was stunned into silence. He had witnessed everything. The man he had always considered an alien threat, a force to be controlled, had just proven that the greatest power lies not in muscle or intellect, it lies in a heart without borders. Luther realized that in the battle between infinite strength and infinite compassion, the one he had always hated had won absolutely, not by destroying the enemy, but by turning the enemy into a part of himself. When night fell, Superman flew again to the peak of the Daily Planet building. He did not look down at the city, but up at the stars. He knew that out there, the cold order of the universe was still operating. But he also knew another truth, a deeper one. Free will and love are not errors to be corrected. They are the solution to the equation of existence. Superman watched the devastated lands being reborn. In the place where Doomsday had stood, there was now a small park with flowers glowing softly in the night. Children ran around playing, their parents smiling. They did not know that those flowers were the final gift of a destroyer, a final whisper sent to the universe. I am sorry. I understand now. Thank you for letting me choose. Superman landed in the park. He bent down, gently touching a petal. It shimmered under the moonlight, radiating a gentle warmth. A tear rolled down from the corner of his eye, falling onto the petal, glistening like a jewel. Whose victory was this? Superman's, Doomsday's, or life's itself, that which always finds a way to rise from the impossible. He remembered what he had seen inside Doomsday's mind. The deaths, the resurrections, the unnameable agonies, and above all, the solitude. A cosmic loneliness, so profound it swallowed all light. Yet in the end, that being had chosen to dissolve, leaving behind life and hope. You are not an error, Superman whispered to the petals, as if Doomsday were still somewhere, listening. You are proof that even in the most absolute darkness, light can still find a way in. A gentle breeze blew, the petals trembling as if in response. Superman straightened up, wiping away the tear. He knew that tonight, Metropolis would sleep peacefully, but he also knew that out there, in the vast universe, there were still other errors, other beings condemned by their own existence, those who had never been given the chance to choose. And he, Superman, the last son of Krypton, the one who had died once and lived again, would be the one to find them, not to destroy, but to set free, to tell them they are not alone. That choice always exists, that even an antibody of the universe can become a miracle. That was the lesson Doomsday had taught him, and that was the legacy he would carry to the very ends of time. As dawn broke, Superman soared into the sky. His red cape billowed in the wind, like a flame that would never go out. Below, Metropolis awoke in the new sunlight. Above, the stars continued to shine silently. And somewhere between those two worlds, a hero continued his journey, carrying the hope that no error is beyond repair, no darkness is eternal, and no heart is unreachable. Because in the end, true victory does not lie in defeating the enemy. True victory lies in making them no longer want to be an enemy. And in that moment, between the vast earth and sky, Clark Kent smiled. A smile of peace, a smile of understanding, a smile of the one who had triumphed not by might, but by his own heart. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you all very much.